People always ask me how I get inspired, and I never really know how to answer that. Because for me, inspiration doesn't feel like excitement at first. It feels like something's missing. Like I'm moving through the days just fine, doing what I'm supposed to do. But quietly, I'm drifting away from myself. There's no alarm, no big moment where everything breaks. Just a weight. A restlessness I can't quite explain. At first, I try to ignore it. I tell myself that I'm just tired, that I'll get to it later, that it's okay to stay still for a while. But it doesn't go away. It waits. Because creating isn't something I do when I feel motivated. It's something I do when I start losing touch with who I am. When I'm not creating, the world feels flatter, muted, like the color's still there, but I can't quite reach it. I can live in that space longer than I should. Until that pull comes back. Not as an idea, not as a plan, just a knowing. A reminder that this part of me never shuts off, no matter how quiet I get, no matter how much time passes. And when I finally listen, when I step back into that space, something changes. The air feels different. The silence isn't empty anymore. It's charged. My hands remember what to do before my mind tries to explain it. This place doesn't judge hesitation. It doesn't ask for permission. It just waits for me to show up. And when I do, things start to feel alive. Shadows stretch a little longer. Shapes feel less like objects and more like possibilities. This isn't about monsters. Not really. They're just a language I learned to speak in. A way to give form to things that live in the back of my mind. A place where fear can be playful. Where darkness doesn't mean danger. It means imagination. Every piece I build carries something with it. A mood, a memory, a spark. And the more I create, the more alive the space becomes. The walls hold stories. The figures start to feel like they're watching back. Not threatening, just present. Like they've been waiting to. The color returns, the energy sharpens. What once felt heavy starts to feel electric. This space isn't an escape. It's a return. A place I keep finding my way back to whenever I forget why I started. Because this is where restlessness turns into motion. Where pressure turns into purpose. Where imagination gets teeth. This is where the strange feels welcome. Where the dark feels familiar. Where ideas crawl out of the shadows and ask to be made real. This is where monsters get made.
Well, well, look who got all serious and artistic. You really had me worried there for a second, Gio. I almost started knitting a sweater or something. But fear not, my little bone bags. 2026 is gonna be deliciously monstrous. More creatures, more chaos, more, well, things that go bump in the night. And yes, Gio promised me he wouldn't spill any more coffee on the plans this year. Hopefully. And a special squishy thanks to IH Media for helping bring this cinematic nonsense to life. Couldn't have created this one without you. So buckle up, my bone bags. This year, the monsters are getting bigger, the laughs are getting louder, and the scares, well, let's just say you'll want to keep the lights on. Welcome back to the workshop, Bone Bags. This is where monsters get made.